And welcome back to the Kiosk Presents. Hey, you know, summer's over, but do you think that's time we should be putting away our vacation plans? I say, no way, because we're guys. And hey, what's great is we have a really great guest today, managing editor of MadeMan.com. He's coming to us from the 60th Annual California RV Show in Pomona, California, Steve Mizzucci. Steve, welcome to the Kiosk Presents.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going great. Hey, I know you're surrounded by some really cool RVs, and we're going to talk about that, but I went to MadeMan.com. It's a very cool site. Tell us a little bit about it.
Oh, sure, yeah. MadeMan.com is basically your destination for, you know, any kind of men's lifestyle information that you're looking for. So whether it comes to, you know, what to drink, what to eat, you know, clothing styles, the latest tech and gear, dating advice, pretty much all that. We're kind of your one-stop shop for anything that, you know, a guy needs to know.
Oh, that's great. Well, and I know right now there's a whole piece about RVs and the ultimate vacations that you can do in RVs. Is now a good time to be planning the next ultimate vacation?
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, it's important to keep in mind too that you know, I think sometimes people think of a vacation as, you know, this massive 1 or 2 week trip, and it you know, that is a vacation for sure. But there's also lots of things you can do close to home, and RVs are a great way to do that. I mean, I'm thinking just in terms of the Buffalo, New York area. Obviously, you guys have Niagara Falls right nearby, but you've also got the Finger Lakes, which is only a couple hours away. Saratoga Springs with the racetrack is only 5 hours, and even New York City is just 7 hours, which, you know, with an RV, all of those are really quite accessible. And of course, you can, you know, if you park outside the city, you don't have to pay the ridiculous hotel prices.
Oh, of course. Well, and you know, also, you know, winter camping. We've got a lot of nice ski resorts around here, and an RV is a great way to go winter camping, isn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. Myself, I'm an avid snowboarder, and RVs, you know, you get one that's winterized, and you can absolutely, you know, set up shop near a resort, and again, not have to deal with the expenses of staying there, and you know, you can do all this skiing and snowboarding you want. Another thing that's great, and this goes for either the Buffalo area or out west, if you think in terms of you know, the Salt Lake City area, when you have a bunch of resorts that are kind of, you know, all within like a 30-minute, 45-minute drive, with an RV, you can literally just get up each morning and, you know, pull up to whichever one you'd like to check out.
For sure.
And, you know, hit it up all day.
Well, you know, my wife planned out, and I understand women are the one, and I'm just like everybody else. My wife planned out the perfect vacation this summer. We went from Tombstone, Arizona, to Phoenix, to Sedona, all the way up to the Grand Canyon. Now, we didn't use an RV, but wouldn't that have been a great luxury trip that way? Absolutely.
You could absolutely do that. And, you know, one thing to keep in mind, I think, is that, you know, I'm standing here in the Tiffin Allegro, which is a 37-footer. I mean, this is a rather large RV, but some of the smaller ones are actually quite affordable on any budget. You were talking like, you know, $6,000 or $8,000 for some of the smaller ones. And you can, you know, find plenty of information about that at GoRVing.com.
Great. Well, and large or small, I mean, for people, especially guys now, you know, we're all kind of geeky and want to have our tech toys with us wherever we go. It really doesn't matter whether it's the more budget or the higher end luxury RVs. I mean, they're outfitted for all the toys, aren't they?
They absolutely are. One you should definitely check out is the Forest River Aviator. This is one of many RVs that actually are controlled completely through a tablet PC, in terms of, I mean, you're not steering it with the tablet per se, but in terms of, you know, the TV and some of the other appliances that are built into it, and of course, like your GPS and all that stuff is all just synced up with the tablet, so you can, you know, you can really, you know, sort of have your gadget, you know, sort of, you know, nurture your gadget love while at the same time looking out the window and seeing the beautiful countryside.
Sure. Well, and you know, like you say, not every trip has to be 2 weeks or anything like that. I mean, heck, you can have a great weekend. I know you've got sort of your top 10 grouping of trips you can do in an RV, and one of them is the tailgater. Well, this is Buffalo Bills country, so tell us about that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So several RVs are actually quite set up for tailgating, and you know, you can pull up, you know, to whichever stadium you know, where your team plays, and you know, set up an entire hosting atmosphere in terms of having, like, you know, shade for everyone there, and of course a grill set up to feed everyone. And actually, fun fact related to that is that you know, it's especially handy to have, a big screen TV because just about half of tailgaters for, college and NFL games never actually make it into the stadium. So in that case, you want to be able to stay in touch with the team with the TV outside.
Sure. Well, and I understand almost 100% of the RVs are equipped so that Buffalo people can make their own chicken wings in the RV, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. You can totally do them up, anchor bar style.
All right, great. Well, I'll tell you what, Steve, if you're ever up in the Buffalo area, I know you live in New York, so you're not too far away from Buffalo and Niagara Falls yourself. Come on up and make sure you bring your RV. We'll do it up right and have some wings and cruise by the anchor bar and do it that way. How about it?
All right. Sounds great, Brian. Thanks a lot for your time.
All right. Thank you very much. And tell us one more time, where should people go to look up everything they want to know about the RV?
Okay, so you got two spots. On mademan.com, you can read about sort of the top 10 sort of lifestyles in the RVs that accommodate that. And then, of course, your sort of go-to spot for all RVing information is gorving.com.
Great. Well, Steve Mizzucci, thanks again for joining us today on the Kiosk Presents.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Brian.